A while ago, I made a video about my Braun Silk Expert Pro 5 IPL machine, and I got a lot of questions. I would like to respond to them today. It's normal that the device becomes a little hot while working. Yes, it's totally normal. If it's getting too hot, take a break or slow down. It will cool off really quickly. Hello, when you flash, it's red or blue? I think it's red. Let's try. Would you recommend do the IPL at home, but in the future the laser in clean it to make it permanent? No. My intention with the IPL is that I do not ever need to spend money in laser again, because laser is really expensive, and it's also just annoying that you have to go to the clinic every time you want to do a treatment. So for me, I've used the IPL for almost 2 years now, and I rarely need to use it. It doesn't take that long, so I would recommend that you just use your IPL and you stick to it, you do the protocol as it should be done, and you will not feel the need to spend hundreds of euros anymore on laser, in my opinion. One of the most popular questions was if it works and if you can use it in the bikini or intimate line. So Braun actually recommends that you don't. I've used it everywhere and it works very well and I never got hurt. However, if you want to try it, I recommend that you are careful and please be aware that they say you shouldn't use it there. And start with the lowest intensity possible. So put it all the way to the 1 intensity and just test and see what it feels like. You'll likely not feel anything, but please be careful and consider the fact that the manufacturer of the product recommends that you don't. Yes, for me that was kind of the whole point, was that I didn't need to do anything else in any place. So if I couldn't use it, then I wouldn't have purchased. Honestly, please tell me, would it buy or not? Well, I bought it and I really don't regret it. It was one of the best purchases I made because it saved me so much money in the long run with laser treatments or other types of hair removal treatments. So much time. I just feel so much more confident and then I never have to worry about it. So how many flashes for one spot? Once is enough, or do I have to do multiple times? I try to do at least 2 flashes in the same area per session. If I can do 3 or 4, then I do it. For example, whenever I do my legs, now I don't do it so often anymore, but it's quite a big area. I usually did 2 flashes in the same spot, meaning like up and down. But other smaller areas, like I did like 4, because I was just like up, down, up, down, up, down, I don't know, until it felt like it was enough. I think it's rather more important that you stick to the treatments and that you do it like, you know, every week in the first 3 months, and then you start to space them out, and each time the hair shows up, you hit it again. I think that's more important than how many times you hit it in each of the sections. When do you start to notice a difference? So I think this is very different for each person. I think for me, I started noticing the difference maybe 3 weeks in. Again, it depends on shade of your skin, the shade of your hair. The paler you are with the darker hair, I think the faster it will be. It also depends on the area. So in areas in which the hair is darker and thicker, you will see the difference faster than, for example, in the thighs. It takes a little bit longer because the hair is naturally thinner. Can I use deodorant next day after the session? From my experience, yes, you can. Does it still work like new? Yes, it does. For the first 2 years, I had IPL laser hair removal, armpit and bikini, done by a recommended dermatologist. My 2 years are up and my hair is completely gone. Now I'm investing in Braun IPL just to keep it going. That's great. If you already invested in the laser, then IPL will be amazing because you'll probably just be able to keep it without hairs. Do you have to shave razor before use? Yes, you do. You have to shave before you use it. You shouldn't use it if you have hair visible, because you'll just burn your hair and then it will probably smell like burned hair. And the goal is that the light goes inside your skin and the hair would act as a barrier. So yes, you do need to shave so that you don't have hair when you do. And also, again, you need to shave, not wax, because the goal is that the light goes inside the skin and that it hits the root of the hair. If you wax, you are removing the root, and therefore the light will not have anything to attack, to destroy. And what you are trying to do with the IPL or laser, in this case it's an IPL, is that you actually will attack the root so that it's destroyed, so that it doesn't grow again. And of course, if you do it enough times over the weeks, then it will stop being formed over time. So yes, you do have to shave before you use. Do you need to put gel on the skin before treatment? No, you don't. Your skin needs to be dry and hairless. Nothing on the skin, also no moisturizer on the skin. Where can I purchase? You can buy it on my link down below. I will leave a link where you can buy it. Just for transparency, were you sponsored? No, I was not sponsored. I wish I was sponsored. Who knows, maybe one day I can be sponsored, but if that ever happens, this video was posted before and also the other video was posted before. I'm not sponsored and was never sponsored. Hello, I have a question. I did a treatment at 12 weeks twice in my life because before never ended the treatment. I hope that is okay and safe. Yes, that is okay and safe. I would like to know how often I have to do it again for maintenance. Also, doing this for 1 year every week you did, Is it good? Thanks. Once you are done with your first 3 months in which you have to do it every week, then you have to do it only whenever the hair comes out. For example, let's imagine you did it every week for 3 months, as you should have done, and then your hair comes out 2 months later. You start to see a little bit of hair on your leg. You take a shower, you shave, and then you use the machine. And probably you will not see hair again for 2 to 3 months. And whenever the hair comes out, you do it again. And as you keep doing that, you will see hair less and less often. So maybe once every 6 months, whenever that happens, you use the machine. I think what's probably not safe is if you are doing it every day, because your skin is still healing. You feel, I mean, it never hurts. It's not like laser that you're super sensitive. Maybe you're a bit dry. Can I hydrate my skin right after the treatment? Yes, you should. You will feel like the skin is gonna be dry. You need to hydrate it, absolutely. I was wondering if my machine has a problem or if it's normal. I'm fair-skinned and black hair, but the Senso Adapt only shows level 1. Is that normal? Well, I wonder if what you're talking about is these 3 dots. So these 3 dots, you actually need to press on it to change the level. And if you leave it on level 1 and don't press on it, it will always be level 1. And therefore here, this one will always be kind of low. If you put it in the maximum, so level 3, then if you are indeed fair skin, whenever you put it against your skin, this will all be fully filled and therefore full potency. So I wonder if you just need to change this one to have the 3 levels on, and then maybe it will react. If you are a little bit less pale than me, then even if you put it on a maximum, whenever you put it like this, it will not be fully lit, because it does detect your skin shade, and it will keep you safe. It will not use the full potency if in fact you are less pale, and you shouldn't be exposed to the full potency. I'm wondering, on places like my legs that I already shave, I am not worried about that. But on places like my chin, I am concerned about shaving it for the first time, and what if the IPL doesn't work? Then will I have stubble on my chin and face? I understand this question, and I had the same concern. And for example, even on my upper lip, I don't shave. I wax as I've always done. Say a week after I've waxed, I use the machine. So whenever the root of the hair would already be forming under my skin, even if I don't see it yet, the hair outside, I use the machine. So you can try that, just because I wouldn't never feel comfortable putting a razor in my face. If there is no hair back in 1 week, then what? Should we still razor an IPL or wait for hair follicle to come outside? If there is no hair out, I guess you mean in the first 12 weeks, you should absolutely only razor if you have hair out, because otherwise you're raising nothing. But absolutely, even if there's no hair, use the IPL. That's the whole gist of it, is that the hair is forming inside your skin. Even if you don't see it, then you need to go in with the light. Is this one better than the Philips Lumia Prestige? I don't know. I never tried another IPL machine. It's definitive. It is semi-permanent, which means that the hair will always come back. However, it will take longer and longer to come back. For me, I'm fine with that, because if I only need to shave and use the machine every 6 months, that's much better than every week. So can I use it in upper lip area hair? And if so, have you, and how is the results and how often? Yes, you can. Explain how I did it, and the results are okay, because it's really thin hair. I don't think it's as effective as, for example, in my legs, but it does delay the growth of my upper lip hair. How often? I do it like once a month or so. Please, do you shave between the sessions of IPL? You shave every time you need to shave. Whenever you have hair that you don't want to have, you can shave. What frequency of use a week? In the first 3 months, every week. After that, you use it every time you see hair coming out, if you want to be hair-free. And please, is it normal that it has been a week from when I first used IPL Braun and I feel no changes at all? I only used it 1 time. Yes, it is normal. If you want to see changes, and changes that stay, you need to use it as the protocol says. And every time you see the hair, you need to use it again. So those are all of the questions I have. If you have any further questions, leave them down below, and I will write you or film another video to explain in more detail. Bye bye!